What's up, guys? MiniBean75 here, and today I'm back with part 8 and the last episode of how to build an NFL stadium in Minecraft. Today we need to focus on literally just two things. We're going to focus on the field, and we got one small little titantron screen to make. But this one is really simple. Basically, this one should probably be pretty short, hopefully. I don't know how it's going to end up being. But the way I build my stadiums is once you get done, the last thing you're going to do is completely cover the entire field with glowstone. It's a really tedious process and by far the most boring part of the entire build, but by doing so, it's going to make it so that if your stadium if it's nighttime or daytime, the field is still going to be lit up as if there were lights or the sunlight. So that's the first thing you're going to go do. All right, and once you have that completely done, then we're going to head up here and just build the small titantron screen quick, like I said. That's really simple to do. I'm going to show you guys here. We're just going to grab some of the black concrete, and then we're going to grab some of the cyan terracotta. Usually for any sort of screens, the cyan terracotta is what I always decide to go with. All right, and for a screen, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go in 3 blocks here. On the third single block from the left, you're going to build up 2 blocks, and then basically just take the blocks and go all the way across. And you're going to go to the same point on the other side. So the third block in is where we're going to stop here. So I kind of went a little too far. I was like, where should I go with it? Basically, from this edge right here, you're going to go in, and really this side doesn't matter. This is just how big I'm building the screen, but really you can build it however you want. And then we build it or pretty much just as high as you want to. I don't think I really pay attention to how tall I build it. Like I said, this is one where it doesn't matter exactly how tall you build it, just build a screen like this. So pretty much we go all the way across here. We're going to build it up like this. And then we're just going to go back, remove all these, and then I'm just going to go in with the cyan terracotta and just completely fill this in. So I'm just going to skip ahead until I have that done. All right, once we've got that done, then we're just going to go through here, and on the third block in, we're just going to take some stone blocks and just build that down here just to make a little support. And then we're going to go over here on the other side and do the exact same thing. And then we're just going to take some sea lanterns and then basically just go all the way around with the sea lanterns. Basically, the reason I do that is because, like I said, so then at night it's gonna make this screen look like it glows, and it really sets it apart from just having nothing by it. So, and right here I decided to go up one more block along the top, so you can go there and do that. All right, now that we're done with that, here we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes of how to build the field. So the first thing we're gonna do is you want to go to the middle of one side of the field, and you're just gonna take some carpet and just go all the way across the field. Basically, the reason we do this is, obviously, when we build our field, it's an even number. And with a football field, it's going to be odd on both sides because one side's going to be the 50-yard line, the other side's going to be where the field goal posts go. So basically, I just picked a side of the center, one of the 2 blocks, go all the way across. That's going to be your 50-yard line. We put it all the way across right now because that's going to be the marker. But once we have that done, now we need to go over here and find the exact middle 2 blocks. So I sit here and count a bunch back and forth. And once you find the middle block, then I'm just going to take some green, and I'm just going to go all the way across the field the other way. Really, it doesn't matter what color you use. I just use green just because it's different than white, honestly. But like I said, take that all the way across. All right, and then the next thing we're going to do is basically we're going to count out 26 blocks from the center. The center is going to be the 27th block. So then I'm just going to go out here to the right, and I'm going to count out 26 blocks. So I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. So the 26 block is going to be the very outside sideline. So basically the sidelines are going to be 2 blocks thick. So I'm just going to come up here and just fill in this one side. And then once you have that done, just go over and then just fill in this other section as well. And once we have that done, then we're just going to go to the other side of the 50-yard line and do the exact same thing. Just build 1 row down, and then we're going to build the second row. So I'll just skip ahead till we have that done. All right, once we have that done, then we're going to go back up here and do the same thing. We're going to count out 26 blocks to the left side, and we're going to do the exact same steps. So I'm just going to skip ahead until we have all those steps done. All right, so we've got all that done there. Now we've got our 2 sidelines set up. Now we know the exact width of our field. Now the next thing we need to do is figure out the length. So the way to do that is go to the 50-yard line, build 3 hash marks, and then a yard line. Then you're going to do 3 more hash marks and a yard line, and so on. So basically the way it's going to be is the 50-yard line obviously is going to be the 50, and then 2 lines over is going to be the 30, 2 more lines over is going to be the 10, and then 1 more set of hashes, and then you'll have the end zone. So I'm kind of just building it through here, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All right, so basically I've got that to this point. Now we're going to go, and the end zone is going to be 7 blocks wide. So here I counted out the 7 blocks, and I'm just building out my end zone like this. And then I'm just going to go all the way up and just fill this in all the way across. All right, once I've got that built all the way across, I am going to keep this green block here on the sideline because that is where the actual field goal post is going to go. But as you guys can see, there you can kind of see the dimensions here. I'm going to do the same thing and show you again. So you're going to do 3 hashes and a line. And then we're going to do 3 more hashes, another line. So this line's going to be the 30. And then we're going to do 3 more hashes, another line, 3 more hashes, another line. This is going to be the 10. And then we're going to do 1 more set of hashes here, and then we're going to do the end zone. Now, obviously, I have mine like this. Some people try to make it more authentic and do all the hashes and all the yards, but honestly, with Minecraft, it just makes the field look way too big, and it's just kind of obnoxious. These carpets are the width of your person, so that would be like the football field having the lines be as thick as a person. Like, it's just not right. So anyway, then you're just going to go through and fill in all the lines, and then go through and do the hashes on the other sidelines. So I'll skip ahead until I have that completely done. All right, once we have that done, then we're just going to go over here and build our field goal posts. So go where the green block is. You can replace the front one with white, and then we're going to take some gold blocks and just go up 3, in 1, in another one. Then you're going to go out 3 on each side. So the whole upright here is actually going to be 7 blocks long, and then the uprights along the sides are going to be 10 blocks tall. So just go all the way up and do that. We're going to go over here and do this other one, the same thing. Just make sure that they match up. And then we're going to go over and do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, once you've got that done, now we need to figure out where our hash marks are going to be. So from the outside of the uprights, you're just going to go out 1 block. And those 2 blocks outside of the uprights are going to be your inside hash marks. So I'm going to come over here and do the exact same thing. Look straight down, go out a block, and that's where the outside of the hash marks are going to be. Now for your hash marks, we're just going to follow that line and go through and just do, just like as I'm doing here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Obviously just skipping the end zones. But I'm going to go through here, go one way. Once you get to the end zone, then you go back again. You go in 1 block towards the center and just make it be 2 blocks wide, just like the outside hash marks are. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And once you're finished, this is what it's going to look like. Now, basically, all we need to do is do the numbers on our field. So like I said, the first thing you're going to do is go down to the center one. That's your 50. And for your 50, you're going to make a 50. Basically, the way I do my numbers, I do them 5 tall by 3 wide. It works really well for numbers or letters or everything. It's about the perfect size. So basically, just go through here, do your 50, just like that. Then we're going to go on one side. Like I said, skip 1 line. So obviously, we're going to skip that line. Then here, we're going to build the 30. So just like this, build your 3. Super simple. Looks like a good 3. And then we're going to go over here and do our 0. And obviously, you guys saw the 0 the first time, so that's super easy. Then you're going to skip 1 more, and then we're going to do the 10. And for the 10, it's going to be really easy. Just go up here, build yourself a 1, just like that, and then build your 0. Now, you're going to go and do the same exact thing on the other side of the 50-yard line, and then do the same thing on the other side of the field. So I'm just going to skip ahead until we have that done. And then once we have that done, we're going to start working on our center. Now this, I'm just going to kind of let play out. I might toss in some music with this because I don't know how long it's going to be. Basically, I built the center. I built the Steelers emblem, and then I decided that I wanted to make it smaller. So like I said, I'm just going to sit and let this play out, and then I'm going to actually show you when it gets when I actually make it smaller. All right, so here I filled it in with white. Basically, this is what, like I said, what it's going to look like once you have it done. Then we're just going to go through and do a couple things to it to make it look like the real Steelers emblem. I've yet to make it smaller. You'll see that in a second. But basically, just go across here with a line in the center, and we're going to take some of the black carpet, just like that. Then we're going to go here, just go up a block, and then you're just going to make a small little cross. These are for the little stars that they have. Basically, you're going to do a yellow one, go out, do a red one on the right side, and then you're going to do a blue one on the bottom. Alright, here's what it was supposed to look like. Now I'm just going to go in, like I said, and I actually make it smaller. So I'm just going to let this play out and show you. You guys can just sit and watch what I do here. Alright, now this is what the final product is going to look like. It really looks like the Steelers emblem, so it looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is the way the Heinz field is set up is it has alternating colors. So basically we're going to start with light green, and then dark green, and then light green, and you're going to alternate all the way across the field, except when it gets to the two sections by the 50-yard line, those are going to be the same color. So basically we're going to go like this until we hit here. This is going to be light green. And then this one on the other side of the 50 is going to be light green as well, and then back to dark green, and so on. So I just like to go through and mark them, and then I'm just going to go in and fill up each section. So I'm just going to skip ahead till we have all the sections filled. All right, now that we have that done, this is what it's going to look like. The last couple things we need to do is we need to do our end zones, and then basically just do the sections around the field. But first here, I'm going to go and do the sidelines. So basically you're going to go on the 30, go here, build out 5 blocks diagonal, and then just basically go all the way across to the 50. And then now you're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. Just go here, same thing. Start at the 30 and go 5 blocks diagonal towards the center. And then just go and connect it. And then you're just going to go through in that section there. You're just going to completely fill that in for the sidelines. All right, once you have the sidelines done, this is what it's going to look like. Then you can go through here. You can just get rid of that 50-yard line that where we marked it. Now you're going to go all the way around the field with light green wool. So I'm just going to skip ahead until we completely have that finished. All right, once we've got that done, now we're going to go through here and we're just going to put down our pylons. For the pylons, basically you want to put one in each corner, and then the spots that we marked here for the hashes. The way we do that is we're going to take some regular white wool blocks, and then basically you're going to obviously break the glowstone out, put the wool block down, and then just put some acacia fence. It's orange and it's thin and it looks exactly like a pylon, so it looks really, really good. So here you guys got to see how I do it on one side. Now you're just going to go through on the other side and do the same thing. All right, so now here is how we're going to build the 2 end zones. Basically the end zones for them, one side says Pittsburgh, the other side says Steelers. This section, I'm just going to toss in some music and let it play. The Pittsburgh side, I did it absolutely perfect. The Steelers side, I actually forgot. I apparently forgot how to spell Steelers because I forgot the third E. So I had to go back and fix it. So this whole section, I'm just going to toss in some music and let it play out. All right, and once you have that completely done, this is what it's going to look like. We've got the Steelers side here done. Now we just need to go back over to the Pittsburgh side and just fill that in with some dark green wool. And once we've got that done, then we're just going to go to the sidelines, go from the 50-yard line out, break up 3 blocks, lay down your wool blocks there. Then we're going to take some of the nether fence like this, put down orange concrete for your Gatorade coolers, and then you're going to put down, the brown carpet for the tables, and then put the lids on, and then the spouts like that for the Gatorade coolers. Go over to the other side, do the same thing. And once we've got that done, now we just need to build some benches, and just basically watch what I do here. This is the best way I find to build the benches. Just go all the way across like that on each side, and then we're just going to go through and build a diagonal section. So I'm just going to sit and let this play out. And once you have that done on both sides, guys, this is the end of how to build an NFL stadium in Minecraft. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium, or Heinz Field, as you guys have obviously known going through and watching this. And damn, does it look good. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. This is, I think, definitely one of my better NFL stadiums. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I don't know the next time I'll do a series like this because it took a long time, obviously, because I had to build the whole thing. But when I built it, I had to sit and think about, showing you guys different things because it would have taken way too long for me to try to record my voice while building this. Because this whole build itself, I bet you took me probably 6 or 7 hours at least. But yeah, so this is what it looks like, guys. I think it looks awesome. I'll do a full tour video that'll be coming out here within the next day or so. So stay tuned for that if you guys want to watch it again, or anybody who hasn't been following the series will get to watch it. But yeah, so thanks for sticking along with me, guys. I hope you guys really liked it. Let me know if there's anything else what you guys want to see me make down below in the comments, and then in the description, you guys can check out my Patreon account. Like I said, tons of perks there. You guys really need to check that out. There's a ton of stuff that you guys can get, and then you can take a look at my online store, get yourself some awesome merchandise, and then take a look at my social media accounts, guys. I've been really active. That's my goal for 2019 is to be super active on social media, and I'm going to get back into streaming, guys. So if you guys are to this point in the video, January 25th, 8 a.m. Central Time, I'll be doing a big live stream, an all-day live stream. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. If it's not your type of game, that's okay. If it is your type of game, I hope you tune in to watch me at some point during the day. I'm going to try to play the whole game. I don't know how long it's going to take, but obviously anybody who knows or has been watching me knows I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I've been waiting for this for literally since August of 2015, I think. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. Have a good one.